Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Jeremy Adams, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
no evil shall escape my sight,
but those who worship evil's might.
Beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Core. It is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And we're back this week to talk that other Flashpoint miniseries, Flashpoint Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Same writer.
Yeah.
Not just sitting here in the beginning thinking, I think this show has the longest opening. Well, I was gonna say no other show I don't think on our network has an oath at the beginning of it. So
yeah. We're special in so many ways.
Mm-hmm. Special.
Yeah. Any Green Lantern news?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if we got any Green Lantern news besides Absolute Green Lantern, because Comic-Con was this past weekend. So.
Mm-hmm. No, I think there's going to be so Absolute Green Lantern, also Green Lantern Elseworlds book out too, isn't there? I thought I saw that. Hang on.
What is it, in Elseworlds?
Yeah, I think it's maybe it's not. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's go to blog.
Unless I did see at least one article describing Absolute Green Lantern as a type of Elseworlds. Well, I think that whole line is kind of like Elseworlds, they say, but I think it's its own universe. But what I did see for Absolute Green Lantern was I think they said it's going to be a bunch of, it's going to be, what is it? Did they say Hal? Did they say, I forget, did they say John? It was either John or Guy. I think they said Joe might be in there. So.
Oh no, Green Lantern Dark is what I'm thinking of.
Oh.
Written by Tate Bromble. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And the art and cover by Werther Deledera. I'm sure I'm butchering that, and I apologize. But it's on a post-apocalyptic Earth overrun by monsters. The battle between good and evil ended long ago, and evil won. Now darkness prevails as humanity struggles to survive in the corrupted wasteland that remains. Only one hero is said to haunt what's left of our shadowed cities. The one who wields the mystic green flame that could return light to a dark world, the Green Lantern. She's been missing for years on the isolated island of New England. Solomon Grundy's undead army only grows larger and more powerful every night. Let's see. Oh, it's the Tangent Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. Yeah.
Interesting. That looks like it's going to be a 7-issue series.
Oh, is it?
Bi-monthly. 1 of 7 bi-monthly. So, man.
Yeah, because number one, it's saying $4.99, 56 pages.
Yeah, that's a lot of pages.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we've got Absolute Green Lantern, we've got Green Lantern Dark, we've got a Green Lantern series, we've got the Green Lantern Civil Corps special, not Civil War, but Civil Corps, which is going to be dealing, I think, with, let's see, Lord Theros sends a surprising foe to retrieve the Dark Star. So it looks like it's going to be building on stuff that was set up in Green Lantern War Journal, because they're talking about the Dark Star Ring and the United Planets. So it looks like what we're seeing in, the Green Lantern War Journal series is going to, impact, the ongoing Green Lantern stuff too, which is good. It's nice that won't just be kind of walled off and, ignored.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah. The war for the fate of the Green Lantern Corps starts here. Lord Premier, Theros sends a surprising foe to retrieve the Dark Star ring from Jon Stewart, which leads to a desperate plan to expose the United Planets as a force of evil. Allies and enemies will join the special issue that launched the Green Lanterns in a direction that will change the DC cosmos forever.
Come on, you got to hit the button for that.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course. Change the DC cosmos forever.
There we go. You know,
That's
you reading that made me think of one thing.
Hmm.
You know who it would be cool to see again? The original Dark Star.
Oh, okay.
And I can't remember his name right now.
Was it Colin Farros or something? Or
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Colas. I don't remember, but yeah.
Colin Farrell? What?
Yeah, Colin Farrell. No. I think it has been a very long time since we've actually seen him. I don't even know if I know there was a Dark Star. Well, there was a Black Star arc in The Green Lantern by Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp. There was also a Dark Star Rising arc during Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps where they were fighting Zod and Dark Stars that would take people over. I haven't read it, but I kind of know what happens. So I don't know that we've seen him since the 90s.
Yeah, it's not ringing any bells for me, so it's possible. But yeah, I was trying to think. Yeah, so we have all those new books coming out. Yeah, I was trying to remember if we were any news we were getting from Comic-Con because I don't think James Gunn had announced any new Green Lantern stuff or anything.
No, they did go back to. They're going to start using the old DC Bullet logo, which is cool. I like that. The blue circular logo.
I mean, with the stars around. Yeah, me and Lilith have been screaming that they needed to do that for a long time. We've been screaming that for years.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, it seemed like all weekend DC was like, okay, we're announcing this, and then like I think it was Saturday night, Marvel announces Doctor Doom's who they cast as Doctor Doom, and the internet just stopped.
Yeah. Ferris Colon. Let's see, where's demise.
What? Michael semicolon what?
Mo Douglas. Farron Kolos. Sorry,
Yes.
Farron Kolos. There we go. Farron Kolos.
What happened to this?
I'm seeing, the Stygian Passover. Farron Kolos.
So anyway, kids, yes, Marvel got this little-known actor named Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom in their upcoming movies.
You know, I don't know that decision works for me, but it doesn't have to work for me because it worked. A lot of people were really happy about it, so I'm not going to take away their happiness. I hope it's great. I hope it's great.
I'm kind of waiting to see what direction they take it, but and then just to add confusion to all the people who don't read the comics, there's a big Doom thing coming up in the comics. So
yeah. You know, I don't think we've seen him since Graven's assault on
like Green Lantern 75.
Ran. Green Lantern, the Graven's assault on Ran. Like, that was what, 97?
Something like that.
Something like that. Wow. Okay.
I mean, that was before Hal Jordan's funeral.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty deep cut there. I don't think that'll happen, but maybe.
At first, I thought you were going to say, who should go after Jon Stewart? I thought you were going to say, it's going to be Cat Matui or something.
No, Mark, we're speaking this into existence. Mark Waid is going to bring Cat Matui back in his Action Comics Weekly run.
Yes, yeah. You know what? At this point, I don't even care what happens, just so it happens. I mean, if Mark Waid doesn't do it there, Mark Waid could do it in Justice League somehow.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Carol helps bring her back.
There you go. Even better.
Yes.
Even better.
Count Matui wakes up from her long rest, and the first thing she sees is Carol Star Sapphire Ferris.
Yeah, the person that killed her. Yeah, that would be interesting. And then having to be brought up to speed on the War of Light and everything.
So the first time Hal Jordan knocked over the core, and then the
second time, and then there was the 30th time that the power batteries blew up.
And then how many Green Lanterns are gonna have to introduce her to? Well, this is Kyle Rayner.
Yeah.
This is
Guy. Well, she knew Guy because Guy was around. Yeah.
This is Jessica Cruz. This is Simon Baz. Yeah.
This is Joe.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That'd be a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff because it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Action Comics Weekly run was in the 80s, wasn't it? 88.
Yeah, it was the 88. Yeah, because it was for the 50th anniversary. Yeah. Of Action Comics. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Anything after Green Lantern #1 in 1990, she would have no knowledge of.
No clue.
Hey, where's the old timer?
Yeah. We don't talk about the old timer anymore. Because if we talk about the old timer, we have to talk about Mosaic, and we have to talk about John being a guardian and blah blah blah. Right?
Is Guy Gardner still a jerk? Yeah, don't worry. Batman laid him out with one punch.
That's right. It's almost like this is a Brightest Day issue, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine was good.
Oh, good. I want to see that. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you'll laugh. It's good.
Nice. He can't go kill Ryan Reynolds Hal Jordan again because he already did that at the end of the second Deadpool, right?
The TVA yelled at him for all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
One of the best lines. He just points to Hugh Jackman Wolverine and goes, "Feige's gonna make him do this till he's 90."
Nice. That's really funny. All right, so we've gone through Green Lantern news. We have gone through other news. I guess we're gonna have to talk about these, aren't we?
I guess. I mean, it's your buddy Hal Jordan.
Well, okay. Before we get into it, I have a question because it's been a very, very long time. Flashpoint, the main series of Flashpoint. I think I read it, but that was when it came out, 13, 14 years ago. I don't remember how good was it? I mean, it was written by Jeff Johns, right? And the art I think there was a high-powered artist on it too, but I don't remember who it was.
But I mean, technically it was good, but again, it was like, but it's still weird because it's like, Barry Allen goes back in time and changes everything to save his mother, which again, I mean, the Reverse Flash, originally went back in time and killed her, so. But basically changing everything. And as we see in these mini-series last week and this week, it's not only it affected more than Earth, so.
Yeah, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. Dr. Manhattan, stop Superboy from punching that wall.
Yeah. I love Will's like, yeah, tell me about the main Flashpoint series. Anything.
Well, I mean, the reason I'm curious.
Oh, crap.
Curious is because I want to know if these fit well because they don't seem to fit well with each other.
Yes, that's right. Andy Kubert.
Okay. Andy Kubert's an awesome artist. So,
yes.
I'm just trying to tonally, do they fit with the world of Flashpoint? Because I don't really remember that way. I mean, I know it's darker, but
yeah, I mean, it fits. Like, I mean, yeah, it is all kind of dark. And again, spoilers. That mission he flies at the end. I mean, that is a thing in there, but I mean, we could get to it. I mean, I don't even know if you want to do this one at a time or as a the whole series as a whole, because issue 2 and 3 doesn't have a synopsis. This week they stopped at the first issue with synopses.
I think I'm fine talking about it kind of as a group. It it was an entry. Hal's writing a letter to Carol.
Yes.
Because we find out at the beginning that he's going, by the end, hey, it's the suicide mission that he's on, that he's suicidal, I guess, or not really, but he succeeds in completing the mission. And I don't know. It doesn't.
All right, I have a question for you. All right, which miniseries did you like better, the Abin Sur one or this one?
I think this one was technically more coherent.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know that I liked it better though.
Because I was going to say, I mean, I thought it almost seemed like the Abin Sur one had more of a point. This one, it just seems like they're just the whole time. It's just, don't be crashing any more planes, Hal Jordan. Don't be crashing any more planes, Hal Jordan. Then
crash that plane.
Then at the end, he dies. Yeah, he crashes the plane and dies and saves everybody. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of characterization. It just seems plot. I mean,
and a lot of his past is the same. I mean, the whole thing with his father being punching out the general and stuff. I mean, that's all the same. But
yeah, but then, and he, he finds Abin Sur, but I don't know. This just.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that today. I don't know if that works where it's just like, again, that's it. Last week's series and this one, it's just where him finding Abin Sur and it just coming nothing. I almost think it would be, they didn't even have to do that. Just like kind of have Abin Sur on the TV in the background or something and just have Hal standing in front of the TV being like, I feel like there's something missing from my life, but what is it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I don't know. The thing with Carol, we never see them as a couple, so the fact that they don't ever become a couple doesn't really, hit emotionally. I feel like it should.
And he had a ring for her.
Yeah,
I guess he was going to propose, but did they ever have a date?
Yeah, we never saw anything, and their relationship wasn't ever really established
Yeah, because seems like she was always turning him down. So was Hal Jordan a creeper? Could he not take no for an answer?
This one, I guess not. I mean, I don't know. Again, this one, neither of these series worked really well for me.
Yeah.
Again, I think I feel like the Blackest Night, and this seems like it was using the Blackest Night crossover kind of blueprint, right? You have your main series and then you have some crossover series, that mini series that run, concurrent with it, right? The Blackest Night series seemed a lot more tightly plotted and contained, yet, giving additional flavor of, how the Blackest Night was impacting the rest of the DC universe, right?
Yes.
These, I don't know, this, I guess I feel like some writers have a tendency to say, oh, hey, this timeline's going to go away, so let's just make it as dark as freaking possible, And
well, again, I mean, isn't that like the thing with all alternate timelines where it's like, this is why you don't mess with time because things get worse.
Yeah, things will always be worse, except the time that they're not. Whatever, but
well, that's the thing. If it's not as bad, there's no really. There's no emphasis for, oh, hey, we got to go back. We got to go back. If it's better, then everyone's going to be like, well, why do we need to go back? It's better.
Yeah, it's better. Let's just, I don't know. It just didn't feel like Hal to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I get all these miniseries where it's like, they're trying to give us like the flavor of this different DC universe and stuff. But it's like, if this were the regular DC universe, would we have a miniseries where we just follow around some test pilot?
Yeah, probably not. Because that's, at this point, that's well, he's a test pilot, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, we got some cool little things. There was Black Hawk in there. We got to see some of the Amazon War. We got to see, a giant shark attack a plane. It, it was sorry, a man shark. Excuse
Yes.
me.
And again, of course, yes, the bomb, of course, created by Queen Industries and stuff. Which again,
Yeah.
Green Arrow, it was one issue. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say they probably could have did Hal Jordan in one issue.
Yeah, I think so too. This seemed
Because it's like they did a Green Lantern miniseries and they did a Hal Jordan miniseries.
yeah. It looks like they could have put them together and then more tightly plotted that and got it down to 3 issues because one of the problems that we had with the Abin Sur series was that it was just, oh my God, they were throwing so much in there that didn't make a lot of sense, right? From
Yeah.
Barry's mom living caused the Blackest Night early, whatever. But maybe if they would have, actually, that would have been probably pretty fascinating, actually, to see those two characters, how the events changed them, and as they, because ultimately have them circling each other, because their original destinies were so intertwined. Abin Sur has so much significance in the history of Green Lantern mythos because
Oh yeah.
he dies. He also established the Indigo tribe and was prepping for the Blackest Night. But then to have him become that was actually one of the plot points I liked about the Abin Sur series was him becoming a White Lantern. But one of the driving forces of that series was that you've got to save the entity. That wasn't even a major plot. That wasn't even a minor plot point in the main Flashpoint series, was it?
No. I
mean,
don't know if it even gets brought up. I don't think it gets brought up in the. Again, it's been a while since I read it, but I don't think it even gets brought up because again, I had completely forgotten about that. I read that last week. I was like, oh yeah.
So I think,
and it doesn't happen till the end. He doesn't become the White Lantern and all that until the end. It's like, okay, now it's getting interesting, and we're going to end it there.
Yeah, now it's okay, cool. And then I really think that could have we could have had Hal and Abin Sur, in a single series.
Yeah,
that would have been really interesting because of what we know as readers about these characters and how have them circling each other somehow. But
or like I was thinking again, instead of just Abin Sur, that series last week, one issue Abin Sur and one issue Sinestro. One issue another Lantern, maybe Kilowog if he hadn't killed him off, and then like this series, one issue Hal Jordan, another issue what's John Stewart doing in this world? What's Kyle doing? Yeah,
or even Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got, or maybe some of them are together. But focusing just on Abin Sur and then having him become a White Lantern that in kind of a pointless ending, I feel like, because it gets all undone it does not get undone. I apologize. It gets redone differently.
Yeah. And then the Hal series, what does Hal contribute really? I mean, besides dropping that bomb, doing the bomb at the end.
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of his previous history, but there's, I don't know. Like I said, it didn't feel like Hal Jordan to me.
Yeah. Or they could have steered into that skid, the whole Abin Sur thing, where he meets him and then it's like, oh yeah, it didn't happen. What if Abin Sur would have died again, but this time, I mean, they could have played with that for an issue or two. It's like, what if someone else Abin Sur had given someone else the ring?
Guy.
Yeah, what if Guy gotten it first, like he almost did? Or even someone who isn't a Lantern. What if like Oliver Queen got that ring or something?
Yeah, I mean, I think they could have done a lot of really interesting things with these 6 issues, the two series, but I don't know. They didn't work for me. I mean,
yeah,
I hope they worked for some people, but it just neither series really worked for me. The first one was just so, oh my, everything, the
Yeah.
kitchen sink, everything was in there. I'm like, wait, whoa, it's too much. We've got a new reality. We got a character that we don't really know, and we're throwing in current continuity from the old. But
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean,
Yeah. I mean, we said that last week that there was too much, but I don't know if it's too much or if it's just, oh, there's a lot of window dressing. But again, it's like we could have had more characters in this, maybe to just like
yeah.
flesh it out more.
hmm And then this 3 issues. I mean, it, like I said, it just didn't feel like Hal. And ultimately, we're kind of left with, yeah, he sacrificed himself, but he was going to propose to someone who
We never
he
even saw
didn't
go on a date with.
yeah, we never had established that he had a relationship with. I mean, it seems like they were counting on us knowing the history from the real history,
Yeah.
New 52, but it was never really established. So it just, like I said, it just
It's like,
didn't
oh,
work
I've
for
been in
me.
love with you since a kid, since I was a kid. Well, it's like, well, does she feel the same way? I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. I mean, I don't know. It, yeah, I feel like,
Well, that's the other weird thing too.
how many of these series were there?
Hold on, because I was on right on the
Sorry, I
edge.
interrupted. Go ahead and finish your thought.
Well, what I was gonna say is, is this supposed to be like another relationship, like a Clark Kent Lois Lane? It's like, oh, they were meant to be, no matter what the reality they were in. But like we talked last week, it's like, when was the last time those two were together in the main continuity?
Exactly.
Of course, you had the regular Flashpoint series. You had Flashpoint Batman Night of Vengeance. You had,
There you go.
yes, mark your bingo cards, kids. Yes, Batman Night of Vengeance.
Batman, my favorite character.
You had, of course, Aubin Sur, Batman, Citizen Cold, not Captain Cold, Citizen Cold.
Okay.
You had Dead Man and the Flying Graysons.
Okay.
You had Deathstroke and the Curse of the Ravager. He looks like a pirate. Emperor Aquaman, of course, because
Okay.
he's one of those two sides of that war.
Mhm.
Frankenstein and the Creatures of the Unknown. Like I said, you got one issue of Green Arrow Industries. You might have only got Grodd of War, not God of War, Grodd of War.
Grodd of War. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Hal Jordan series.
Mhm.
Oh, you got Flashpoint, Kid Flash Lost. I mean, it's Bart Allen from the original timeline, and he's basically trying to like figure out what the heck's going on.
Oh, okay.
And, like,
That sounds kind of interesting.
yeah. The Legion of Doom. Lois Lane and the Resistance. Project Superman. Reverse Flash. That might only be one issue. Secret 7. What is this? The Canterbury Cricket.
I have no idea what the
Looks like a giant bug man. Flashpoint the Outsider. Flashpoint the World of Flashpoint. So I don't know if they just jumped around on that. Wonder Woman and the Furies. And that's it. But yeah, because there's a big section on the app where I guess they lump them all together. So the main series and all the the mini series and everything, it's saying 71
total issues.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, some of that might include the Flashpoint Digital Deluxe version of some of the issues of the main series. So again, that still might be like 60 some issues though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm failing to grasp kind of the purpose of these series. Just to show us more of this world. I don't know that it really worked. And, again, this is for me. So yeah, I just I don't know really what else to say. It's just that this doesn't seem to be this crossover. And again, I would need to reread the Flashpoint series too. Just from a sampling of these two limited series, it doesn't seem to be up to the quality of what we saw in Blackest Night. All of those
Yeah.
miniseries.
Again, I'm trying to remember at the time, but I mean, I'm almost thinking is it Flash? I mean, the main Flashpoint series was good, but was this a lot of this just like killing time till New 52 started?
It kind of feels like that,
Yeah, 'cause the other continuity's over. It's still however long until Flashpoint starts. So
how many issues was Flashpoint? Was it 6 or 7?
it was. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it was even that many. Did I have these in order? I don't think. Hold on, let me just look up the main series here. 4, 5. Man, what's the order on this? It might be. Might only be 5. Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
5. Yeah.
I guess that kind of makes sense because I'm assuming that all these 3-issue series were probably launched within a month of each other, so they would end before the ending of the series, the main series, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I say killing time, but also gives you a reason why it's like, oh, this is why you're getting a new universe next month.
Because we just blew up the Earth, or
You're
blew
messing
up
with time.
England.
Yeah.
Huh. Strange. Because there's not a lot that I remember about the Flashpoint. I know Barry had to be put in an electric chair to get electrocuted or something. It's
Get
kind
his
of all
powers back. Yeah, because
Yeah.
in the new timeline he didn't have his powers. So he basically, he had to have Thomas Wayne, strap him down and pour chemicals on him, and they had him like on the roof of the Wayne Manor, just like trying to get struck by lightning. So he
Cool. I do kind of remember that. That is an interesting image. Yes.
because he's like, I can't get back unless I get my powers back. So
So it's interesting that the New 52 is kind of born out of this, but ultimately, we're getting, I guess, a 5 or 6 month break from Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps, and they're going to get relaunched as New 52 versions that really have the same continuity. So it's almost as if Flashpoint and the New 52 relaunch don't really happen or affect Green Lantern, in the least. Although as we get further into it, the New Gods have never been seen before, and yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, do you see that we're getting a new? They're putting out
Yeah.
a New God series now.
Oh yeah. Well, New Gods are not for me, but Ram V is a
He's a good writer. Yeah,
really, really good writer. He
Yeah.
started out on some Kickstarter books, that he was kickstarting himself, and those were good. And he's already done some writing for DC. So yeah, he's a really, really good writer.
Yeah. I mean, New Gods, Eternals. I've tried with both of them, and I'm just like,
Yeah, and that's
not
something.
for me either.
That's something that's There's just not. There's not something in the New Gods that appeals to me. I mean, and lots of people have tried. I mean, the Kirby New Gods, those don't
Yeah.
really appeal to me for multiple reasons. And I really don't like it when they take the New God. They get the not chocolate of New Gods, and they try to mix them with the peanut butter of our Green Lantern. I just don't like
Yeah.
that. Doesn't work for me at all.
Well, I think we were talking about that Electric Mullet. I'm like, imagine, it's so weird. It's not like they even debuted in like a Superman. Well, it is a Superman book, but they didn't appear with Superman. It was a Jimmy Olsen.
Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was after Kirby had come over from Marvel, and he spun up. Now, the Fourth World stuff of Kirby. I mean, it's him doing what he wants to do, and there's a lot of people that love it, and hey, I don't begrudge them that at all. It's just that I don't think it hit me when I was the right age or the right time, because it's never really kind of taken a hold of my imagination. Now, certainly other things that Kirby has done have, and other books that DC have. We're talking about Green Lantern right now, which is obviously up there because it certainly is something that works for me. But yeah, I would almost say that you could totally skip both of these limited series and Flashpoint. Read the final number 67 of Green Lantern. Read number 1 of Green Lantern New 52.
And not miss a beat, yeah.
And not miss a beat, and it wouldn't matter at all. It's like, because the universe has been rebooted, but not for Green Lantern and not for somebody else.
Batman, my favorite character.
Yes. Oh yeah,
So,
I forgot about this whole thing too. I was flipping through the last issue here. Oh god, I forgot about this. Yeah, when they brought Barry Allen back, they said like basically he created the Speed Force. Once he got his powers, the more he used his speed, the more the Speed Force, not only went from the present to the future, but also into the past. So he created the Speed Force for everyone in the present, in the future, in the past, all of it. So, and then at the end of Flashpoint here, Reverse Flash is like, he's like thanking Barry. He's like, thank you. He's like, before I needed you alive because you created the Speed Force so I'd have it in the 25th century. He goes, but once you created Flashpoint, he goes, I was in the time stream. He said, so you kind of made me a paradox where I don't need you anymore. I can kill you. I'm a man out of time.
Nice. Now, I will say, though, that, and it's been a very long time since I've read Justice League, the New 52 Justice League, which is kind of a segue. Yeah. But that is important, because I still don't know that you need to read Flashpoint to get that, though.
Well, no, because again, next week, I mean, we're going to get to the first arc of that where they kind of show you the formation of that version of the Justice League. So,
yeah. So, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's not necessary. I mean,
this little divergence into Flashpoint, I don't know that it was totally worth it, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe if we ever come across something like this again, I'll be like, hey, should we do this?
Yeah, maybe we should read this first. But no, I mean, okay, first off, the stories were not horrible. Okay, they're not bad. They're not objectively bad. They're just, I don't think that there are several things with them that I don't think work for me. And taking that in context with the rest of Flashpoint and what I at least determined to be the purpose of some of these series, which is to add color to this very temporary world, right? It doesn't. I don't think that they succeeded. If that's what I consider to be the purpose of these series. Now, I could be completely wrong, and that wasn't the purpose of these series. But if that was the purpose, then I don't think they succeeded that way. And for me, neither series really worked. But that's just me.
Well, again, I mean, if you didn't like it, I mean, it's not a surprise because, like we said, the same guy wrote both series. So
yeah, that's true. And maybe it was just that his take on Green Lantern just didn't gel with us, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But again, it's like he tried to like cram so much stuff into like this, especially that Alban Sur series. But it's like maybe you needed to focus on more than one character. Again, maybe Alban Sur, maybe we should have got more Sinestro.
yeah. Well, and this one he didn't really cram anything, and it's just, hey, I'm gonna go kill myself, and
that's like the last issue. The first two, it's basically just like a lot of Hal's backstory is the same as in the regular timeline, and then it's just basically just Carol, go out with me. No, don't crash the plane. Don't crash my plane.
I just did again.
Yep, that's another $3 million.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and I think some of it might have been, and I'd have to go back and look to be sure, but the density of these 3 issues, I think they had a pretty low panel per page count, so they read really, really quickly. And one of them had like a giant ad where Green Lantern was helping some Subway ad. It was a giant Subway ad.
Oh, I think I remember those. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what the heck? Oh, page. Okay, back to
because those aren't on the app, but I remember reading that in the floppy at the time. I think, and I was like, wait a minute, what happened? I was like, oh wait,
it's a big ad. Okay, cool. But yeah, I don't know. This, like I said, didn't work for me. But we did get to see Alban Sur in action, and we got to see Hal Jordan crash some planes. So not a total loss, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're traumatized too. You saw yet another death of Hal Jordan. I'm sorry.
One more time, man.
And again, it just seems dark. I mean, Hal could have accomplished his mission, and maybe if and lived. But it's like, oh, this is a dark timeline. It's coming to an end. Let's just kill him.
Kill everyone. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I have an idea for. I had an idea, but maybe I should wait till we're done to talk to you off air about this.
Okay.
Off the show.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else. I mean, do you have anything else on this series or the Alban Sur one?
No.
I think we've kind of flogged this horse, haven't we?
Yeah. And again, kids, at the end of the series, it's like run, Barry, run, and he runs, and then trying to goes home. But yes, it basically becomes the New 52. Then he gives Bruce a letter from his father.
Yes. Now, eventually, this will lead into the what's the Watchmen series sequel?
Oh, Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday Clock. Yes, yeah. Doomsday Clock. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And another perennial late series by Jeff Johns.
Yeah. Justice Society. Sorry.
Did you see that? I'm assuming maybe it's going to come out after Jeff Johns' Justice Society. They're going to do another Justice Society book, but they said it's going to feature Infinity Inc. too.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think I might have saw Jade on one of the covers. So yeah.
Yeah, things are looking good, I think, for Green Lantern. The current series is great. The Green Lantern War Journal is really good. We've got a crossover of Civil Corps. We've got an absolute Green Lantern book coming out. We've got the Tangent Green Lantern, Green Lantern Dark coming out. So lots of good stuff coming out, and things are looking good for Green Lantern.
That's right.
And things are also looking good for Green Lantern in the past, because we're getting ready to jump into the New 52.
That's right.
How many books do we have, Phil? Every month?
Well, at least 4, and that doesn't even count if we do any Justice League books.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so
our slow march through the past is going to come to a screeching halt as we go through all of this Green Lantern goodness.
Well, not a halt. We're going to go basically from a 55 mile an hour speed limit to 25.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, because next week, yes, we start the new 52 with the first 6 issues of Justice League by Jeff Johns and Mr. Jim Lee.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever heard of those guys before, right?
Yeah. Then we talked about his art. And then, yes, in 2 weeks, we'll Green Lantern. Again, we'll pick up, even though it's supposed to be a new universe, we're going to pick right back up where we left off with that regular series. Sinestro's a Green Lantern. What's Hal been up to? So the first
Annoying Carol looking for a loan.
Exactly. We'll do the first 6 issues of that, and then the episode after that, we'll do Green Lantern 7 through 12. So, yeah,
Oh, nice.
So you're going to be getting Hal Jordan for at least the next 3 weeks, kids. So
nice.
And we'll get 2 weeks of the core, and then we'll get the new Guardians. Yep.
Good stuff. And then Red Lanterns.
Oh yeah. After we do all the other series, then we'll get some Red Lanterns. Yep. All right. So send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics. Oh, hold on. I think I have this down by now. Speaking of red, yes.
Share the screen.
Send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch. Get the classic merch. And again, Lilith demands that you rain the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Please don't treat us like that young girl having to dance in a club for money until some maniac in a fighter plane drops a bomb on us.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
And of course, the Patreon. Every month, I try to give you at least one exclusive episode only for the patrons. The July episode just went up. It's we talked all about our trip to HersheyCon, meeting Mr. JMD Mateus, talking to Mark Wade again, all the fun stuff we did. So,
and JMD Mateus's The Multiverse,
yes,
is still live on Kickstarter,
and I'm going to be talking to him on Saturday. So yeah, I'm sure we're going to talk about that again. So yeah, Capes and Lunatics episode 336. Yes, yeah, is The Multiverse. Spider-Man Shadow of the Green Goblin. The last issue is coming out this upcoming week. And Death in the Family, Robin Lives. Issue 2.
DC, we need a Spectre collection.
Exactly. They don't even collect all his Spider-Man stuff. I'm like, isn't that a no-brainer?
You would think.
Exactly. Anyway, but yes, you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and you can find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. Now for this Mr. Will Allred, master of the core, master of the quantum zone, master of podcasting, and several successful Kickstarter campaigns. Mr. Will, where can the people find you and find these books?
You can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED. And let's see, that's at Gmail and Facebook and Blue Sky and Twitter and probably several other places that I've forgotten at this point. And like Phil said, I do write some comics that we fund on Kickstarter. First one is Crossover Division, and you can check that out at crossoverdivision.com. Issue 5 should be delivered to me by tomorrow or Friday, I think. And the hardcovers are also going to be here tomorrow or maybe Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure which, but this week we're going to have issue 5 on-prem and hardcovers on-prem that I'll be sending out. And we'll probably be launching late August, early September for number 6 on Kickstarter. So that'll be a lot of fun. And you can check out Diary of Night, which is another book that I've written at diaryofnight.com. And you've obviously got great taste because you're sitting here listening to Phil and I talk about Green Lantern, which means you probably love Marvel's Quasar nearly as much as we do. So if you'd like to find out more about Quasar, you can do that at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love the party.
I hope it's going somewhere nice.
Oh, you know where it's going.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
Tom DeFalco's greatest line.
And you know what Will says, but not Carol Ferris.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, at least in Flashpoint. All right. Thank you for joining us again. New 52 starts next week with the Justice League. So all of our friends will be there. Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Ray's favorite character. They'll all be there.
Yeah. How long are we going to be in New 52? That's like till late next
I
year,
said
right?
the rest of this year and all next year, pretty much. Yeah.
Nice.
A lot of books.
It is. A lot of great books.
But I said, you don't like New 52, come back in 2026.
Yeah.
All right, kids, come back next time. And remember, you dropped the ball on me, baby. You dropped the ball on me. You know.